Hi there everyone, my name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to another one of my album reviews. If you're one of my regular viewers, you already know that this is the second part of a Megadeth triple shot. We previously covered So Far So Good, So What. Now we're going to move on to the very next album, Rust in Peace. There are many people out there that will claim this is, without a doubt, Megadeth's best album. I don't agree with them. Sorry, I don't. Alright. And the reason I do not agree with them is this album is just way too damn angry for me. And I did this in the last one, I'm going to do it on this one. There's always the Megadeth-Metallica comparison. This album, to me, is like Metallica's And Justice for All. It's a million riffs jammed together as fast as you can, as hard as you can, for as long as you can, with really no damn purpose other than to do that. Now, if given a choice between And Justice for All and Rust in Peace, believe it or not, I will take Rust in Peace over And Justice for All. And Justice for All is just too damn depressing for me. Sorry, it is. It's just gonna be a long time until I get to reviewing that one for that reason, man. I really gotta be in a frame of mind for And Justice for All. Let's get into this album. The album opens up with Holy Wars, The Punishment Due. Good opener to the album, really good. Gets the album cranked up, flying right away. The subject matter, I'm not sure how I feel about the subject matter. I'm a big fan usually of songs that are, anti-war or whatnot. But the problem was, when this album came out in 1990, there had been some war, sure. But the war that had been going on were kind of skirmishes, really. And it was always the U.S. causing BS, really, as what a lot of that was. You got the whole Contra thing, and the Contra thing, which then, devolved into the, Middle East thing, and the thing down in South America, which is still kind of going on to this day. And I prefer when, I prefer my hippie anti-war stuff, or not even my hippie anti-war stuff, like even Black Sabbath, when you look at War Pigs, that really honestly feels anti-war, anti-killing people. Whereas Holy War's Punishments Due almost feels like they're accepting of it, justifying of it. It's not my thing, and I've already covered how I feel about the music. Hangar 18, great topic, great subject, great, wonderful alien, funny, like this whole little thing going on here. But, and I know Hangar 18 is one of their biggest, most popular, hugest songs among the real fans. Because of that, I guess I can't be called a real fan. I don't mind Hangar 18. It's not a bad tune. Then we get into Take No Prisoners. It's just more of what's already been going on. I like Take No Prisoners. There's cool parts to Take No Prisoners. I kind of like the chorus a little bit when it gets into it. It has a little bit of a cool vibe, but I'm just not angry enough. This is the problem. Even as a teenager, I was never angry enough, I felt, for this album, And there's some albums you just gotta be angry for, and I just didn't have that anger. Five Magics, I don't even think about it unless the album's playing. Poison Was the Cure, kind of the same idea. I really don't think about it so much unless the album is playing. Lucretia, I like. That one's pretty cool. Not a huge pop out, stand out, but once again, when the album itself is playing, I enjoy it. Tornado of Souls, I don't mind. I think that one's pretty cool. It's enjoyable. The other thing I should mention is all the songs that I really kind of enjoy on here, all the tracks I really kind of get into, they're all the ones that got great bass hooks and great bass grooves. Like Lucretia has this great bass groove in it. Tornado of Souls is so-so, like it's got some cool bass through it. But then you get into Dawn Patrol, and Dawn Patrol is the most standout track on this album to me. Like, it is the most different standout track. And believe it or not, I used to get confused with Dawn Patrol because I would throw it in a mix because of how much I enjoy it. I would forget that it's Megadeth doing Dawn Patrol, and half the time I'd end up thinking it was like Marilyn Manson or something like that going on, because it's just got that cool kind of hook and groove, and Mustaine's voice on it's different than normal, the way he talks and stuff like that. I really, really enjoy Dawn Patrol. My biggest gripe with Dawn Patrol is probably that it's too short. And then you get to Rust in Peace, Polaris, and it's a good way to finish off the album. I think it finishes off the album very strong. It's really solid, great tune. Overall, Rust in Peace, if I were recommending albums to someone to get into Megadeth, Rust in Peace is not an album I would recommend to somebody. I know a lot of Megadeth fans would say that. They'd say, oh, go pick up Rust in Peace. That's where the real... If you want to experience Megadeth, cliche, typical, this is what you're going to expect of Megadeth for the rest of their career, yeah, okay, this is a good album. This will give you a good standard on where you're going. If you want an album to really kind of sink your teeth into and really kind of get a nice vibe and appreciation of a mix of everything, not so much, because this album is basically, like I said, nothing but insane riffs and tempo the whole way through. Just for the sake of doing it. Now, I will say that if you watch my review for So Far, So Good, So What, you'll hear me make comments about the cocaine guitar solos. Because they're just... and they make no sense within the context of the song, because they're just like these insane slammed in their solos that are definitely inspired by an 8-ball of coke. This album, the solos are all good, they're all solid, they all make sense, nothing is outside of the context of the song, it all works within the context of the song. You still get the insane shredding, but it's focused insane shredding. It's directed. It's not what feels like off-the-cuff filler that was punched in after doing a couple lines of coke. The other one thing I want to mention about this album, which I don't think I mentioned yet, is this is also the first album to feature the classic Megadeth lineup of Dave Mustaine on guitars and vocals, Nick Menza on drums, Dave Ellefson on bass, and Marty Friedman on lead guitar. I really hate saying Marty Friedman on lead guitar because Dave Mustaine doesn't exactly play rhythm. You know what I'm saying? It's more like dual lead guitar, And I think sometimes that's part of the problem with Megadeth for me is the way they do that dual lead guitar is just, it's too aggressive, because you got basically Mustaine playing leads as his rhythms, and then you got whoever the actual lead guitarist is having to do leads over top of that, and it's basically doubling up the guitars 90% of the time, and then the lead guy does the solos, It's not as cool as it could be. I really think that Mustaine would benefit more from doing a lot more of it himself and maybe hiring an actual rhythm guitarist, because Mustaine's a pretty damn good lead guitarist, As much as I might want to make jokes, when he's sober, the damn good guitarist, damn good lead guitarist. long as he's sober. And in the context of his own music. Anyways. I know there is a special anniversary edition of So Far, So Good, So What. Or, I mean, sorry, of Rust in Peace. I think there's anniversary editions of all of them now. Not something that's on my list. I don't, you know, like, this has even got the old school AAD, you know, analog recorded, analog mastered, and digitally transferred. Worst possible digital version you could get. Absolutely crap sound quality. When they talk about cold albums, this is what they talk about. But I really have no interest in going and picking up a remaster of this one. It's not on my list. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Those are my views. Go ahead, you guys can blast away. I don't mind. I know the hardcore Megadeth fans definitely are not going to like this review. Even the medium level Megadeth fans are not going to like this review. My buddy Drew and I have always kind of definitely had a difference of opinions on this album. But he's always respected my opinion. And anybody I've ever said, you know, why I'm not a fan of this, usually they can respect my opinion on it. The other thing I want to mention is one of the reasons why I have a tendency to dislike Megadeth songs, or I don't get into them as much, as I like songs that breathe a little bit. You know, like I like being like on So Far, So Good, So What, the opening of Marianne, or you know when you get into the opening of Dawn Patrol, man, that kick-ass little bass groove that gets going in there, it breathes. You know, it feels like it has life to it. It doesn't feel like machine gun fire, you know, and that's kind of more where I like my music. I like my music a little more to breathe, a little less to be mechanical or machine feeling, you know. Anyways, yeah, so once again, comments, go ahead, feel free. Blast away, you're not going to hurt my feelings on this one. I'll probably rightfully deserve it, at least as far as most of you Megadeth fans are concerned. Otherwise, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and peace, love, and take care.